I got the mics on right now, but let me see. I'm just trying to get
Oh, so you caught that on the mics then?
what.
What I
Um,
said at first? It wasn't recorded on
no, it didn't
YouTube,
record nothing.
but the mics
No,
recorded, right?
maybe yeah. In that
Okay.
microphone, it probably recorded, but this is what I have for the podcast. I mean,
Fall season reaction to YouTube, yeah. When we were doing the.
oh, this one too. You got to get the title on this one.
Oh yeah.
Let
You
me go.
got this saved somewhere? Let me see that. I'm gonna copy
No, I
paste
got
that
it.
on
I
this
got it.
sticky note.
I got it saved.
Glad your wristbands were there.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Because I went in too hard and I felt my nail jag.
Oh, and
You scraped the
the fuck?
wristbands.
This one, boom. There we go, live on that one. What is it? This side right here needs to come out. Oh,
Okay. Shit.
yeah, for real.
It has
For
an
real, but
ex.
that's for the future. But to say, damn, look, my head looks big on it. But something else I supposed to
Whew.
put on there. I got YouTube on there just in case we need to scroll and find out some information shit. But that's all. But yeah. So the podcast is gonna talking about the topics of work. Huh?
Yeah, start there.
Yeah, we'll just
Go
start there.
go wherever.
Yeah, we'll start there with work and shit, man. Like and then if you got any questions or any comments, just let us know in the comments. I forgot where the comments at. Hold on.
Let's give a formal introduction to
Yeah,
him.
okay, we'll give a. Let me see. Where is it at? Try to get the comment section up. Let me see. Put it on the this one. This one. Where is it at? Where's that chat one? It's supposed to show the chat. Let me see. Let me try one too. No, not this one. This one? No, that's the studio. Live stream? No, come on. There it is. It usually says live chat. What is this up here?
On this side?
Can we see?
No, it's on
No,
this
it's on
side.
my side. Oh no, it's the way the light's hitting it. I think it's because the camera changed. Where's it at? Okay, this one. There it is. The comments right there. Let me just try to pull the comments somewhere it's closer. But what was the? Oh, you gonna give introductions, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Where is it at? I still gotta wait then. This. There it is, right there. Now you can see the chat. If someone sends chats in. All right. Well, yeah. This is I don't recall if we're gonna go ahead with No Bots Allowed podcast still.
Yeah, we could do
It
that.
still go like that. Yeah. We're gonna
What
call
did
it.
you say last night? There's something you said last night.
Mm,
Lunch break?
no, smoke break.
Smoke break.
Smoke break.
Okay.
Basically, like you're at work and you take a smoke break. So it's a smoke break basically about topics of.
I
You
guess
see what I'm saying? That's what I was.
break.
Smoke break,
Then
then.
I should put that on the thing.
Take a smoke break? Okay, we can put that in there right now. It's not gonna interrupt. Let's just give introductions first and then we'll put smoke break on there. So welcome to the Smoke Break podcast where we talk about shit just like when you at work. For my wife, she was in a corporation, so they took smoke breaks, but at my job you just smoke. My job you just smoke, it's whatever. So we took smoke breaks whenever. But it was still a break though. Whether it was they were just
You talking about y'all be working and y'all just like stand off in the corner?
I'm
So
trying
to go back to work?
No, not in that sense. I want to say like sometimes he might just like do a few things and then be like, fuck, let me hit me a little cigarette real quick.
Yeah.
So he's taking a smoke break. You know what I'm saying? Same thing in your corporation while they're working. They're like, you know what, I'm about to take a smoke break right now. So the same shit, same shit. So yeah, I would say it's the same thing then. Same, but we're just straight outside already. But yeah, but we're gonna be getting into talking about work. So then, okay, we're gonna do introductions first, right? Okay, no, you go first.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
rather you go first.
Yeah, but I'm just like trying to think of things.
Okay. Well, my name, YouTube name or real name, or both?
Well, you can do both.
Okay. Well, my name is Chandrika Martinez, and I go by my baby 963 on YouTube and on the game. I be gaming.
Yeah. Now you start going gaming. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah. I'm just talking about. I'm here to. I'm here to talk about workplace shit from my perspective, coming from corporate and coming from the just my background. and wherever, whatever else we talk
You
about.
got the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this one I got this one from Misaki.
Okay, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel
Feel
more
more
professional.
professional. Yeah, I'm a
Podcaster.
podcaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one I got that one right there.
Okay.
But yeah, what were you saying?
That's it. That's my
Okay.
introduction.
Oh shit, mine. Shit, I'm Baby Jesse. Oh, I'm Baby Jesse. I mean, my name is Jesse Martinez. I just feel weird saying that. Is
Yeah,
my
no,
name?
me too.
Yeah,
Cause I don't
well.
even say my real name anymore.
Yeah, I don't. My name is Jesse, and I'm just gonna say Jesse.
Yeah.
My name is Jesse. Just feels weird saying my whole name.
Shit, any part of my name feels weird. Chandrika, Drika.
Shit, I like it. What does it say? My name is Jesse, and I have a YouTube channel, Baby Jesse 963. The name came from childhood nickname. It's been within my family. It's been like that for a while, and I'll say a few of my family members maybe still call me that if they see me, but for the most part, no one calls me that no more. And I used it for my brand. That's it.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I'm Baby Jesse, and 963 came out because at the period of the time when I came up with that number was because I was like I wouldn't say like satanic or nothing like that. I just had disregards to religion, and that was my rebellious to disregard religion, and so it would be like bad luck numbers, 666, 999, 13. And I was like, you know what, instead of just having, because my name was like the first name on there, you know, when you put your name on there, this came from Xbox. So when you put your name in there, it'll tell you automatically like this is already taken. So you have to change it.
Mhm.
It'll give you two suggestions underneath it too.
Mhm.
So when I put Baby Jesse, nobody had it.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, 963 that motherfucker too. So it's been like that. It's on my Xbox, on my games.
Mhm.
That's me. That's me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get into some talks about different sides from corporate to um what is it, industry,
Industrial.
industrial. So yeah,
Mhm.
get a little things off the chest too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So, as you can see in the description, what sparked us doing this at this moment, because we were gonna. I mean, we talk about this kind of stuff all the time, but what sparked us doing this at this moment was, um, I just got laid off from my job.
yeah,
So I just got laid off. What, yesterday? Day before yesterday, I found out officially. Last day was yesterday, and I've been at this company for 5 years, almost. It would have been 5 years in December. And my background, just like with the type of work that I did, was basically like business to business, tech, marketing, and sales. So I was a consultant, and I would consult these companies. Their sizes range like startups all the way up to enterprise. And yeah, I just worked at an agency for 5 years, and I mean, it was tumultuous the whole time, but I just came in there, did what I could, did the best I could, and did pretty well in a lot of regards. But I kind of saw the writing on the wall from the beginning. It was just a matter of when and how much I could hold off. Um, but yeah,
yeah.
you know,
How much you can how much you're willing to take,
yeah.
what you willing to sacrifice just to make money and shit, shit like that. That's what I want to talk. That's what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy how like mine's is just as similar as hers from two different sides of industries, and just like me dedicating myself to my job and shit, I might end up crying and shit like that, but me dedicating myself to my job and doing the things I do to keep a job, and just taking my job as it's my second home, and hoping to bring something out of that, and just to have it where they couldn't even sustain it because of I don't know what the fucking reasons are, because I mean everybody that's there working, they're working.
Mhm.
See what I'm saying? No one's like cutting, slacking, you know what I'm saying? You do got your few that don't want to work, you know what I'm saying? They try to get it where they can, but for the most part, everybody's doing work.
Yeah.
We knocking shit out, they bringing boats in, we getting rid of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And we doing our part. We doing our part, but I don't know, man. They want to sit there and say it's their fall guy is it's the economy.
Mhm.
And I don't believe it's the economy. A lot of times I don't believe it's the economy. I think it's the the greediness in the corporations and then the boards and then the managers to whomever, like it's just the greediness, and you know what I'm saying, and then it just I just I'm just like I'm not like I don't know how to say it. Like I want to say I'm tired of it, but it's like I have to go and do it. I have to go and do it. I have to go to work. I have to make some money. And if it's not even about going to work either, even if I have my own business and I have to make money, I have to sit there and it's not code switching, but it's like I have to sit there and be of someone who's you know
Yeah, trying to make money and
trying to
not
make
trying
money
to
and
risk
not,
not making that money
yeah,
because
not
of
trying to risk making
a
that money. So
personal feeling somebody has about something,
yeah, yeah.
or,
So
or whatever it is
yeah,
that doesn't have to do with work.
yeah. So it's hard trying to so, go to work, and then you're just trying to make money, man. You're just trying to make money, and it's already bad enough you're making money, and then you're doing these things to make money. You know what I'm saying? And then these there's other factors into it where they got like politics in there. That's the part that gets me, is then you come in here with politics, who's friends and who's this, and I just want to work. And then you got guys that want to steal hours from the company, and I'm like, I get it, because the company's not even taking care of you. So there's like a relationship of I'm gonna get what I can from you, and they're gonna get what they can from us, and it sucks, because then like a lot of these companies preach, their what do you call it, like career jobs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking I got a career here, and I'm working my hardest, and I'm doing what I can to sacrifice. I'm giving up chances to fight with my wife, to make money, and or not only that, and I'm losing the days of maybe I might not want to see my kid birth this year because I already done see my first one burn. You know what I'm saying? So why I need to go see my second one born? I'd rather just get them hours in and get that money.
These are real examples.
Yeah, yeah, and those are the thoughts that happened to me when I was working, and it was like, yeah, your firstborn's coming, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just want to make this money and take care of my family. But it can also look like I don't care about my family. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want to cry, because if I told my wife that I didn't want to go, I was like, I want to go work and get these hours. I mean, I didn't make that much money, and I didn't make that many hours either. But the money that I made for us, I wanted us to live comfortable for how we were living. So I would, take those where I could get the hours if I could.
Yeah.
And then to sit here and her get upset about it, and I'm looking like, why are you getting upset? And then there it is, we argue about it or something.
Hmm.
But yeah, but it's shit like that, and
So you exchange one comfort for the other.
yeah, you exchange one comfort for the other. But I'm tired of like seeing all this, like, I'm gonna take the side of money and business over the family to provide for my family. And then in a
Hmm.
sense, you're losing your family, but you're also trying to take care of the family at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy. Like, it shouldn't even be like that, but it's like trying to go into talking about all that shit about, like, what's right and how it should be done, and like you wouldn't be doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
you wouldn't be doing this.
and to that point, that's where I struggled a lot. I mean, shit, the whole time I've been working,
Yeah.
I struggle with that. I've been working for the past, I don't know, like over 10 years, and n- not consistently throughout that, but pretty consistent when I was working, the stints that I do. And yeah, I just always felt really panicked and anxious about it. And I just came to the conclusion, and it didn't take long either, which is why I was always so pissed off that this is not right. We're not supposed to be doing this. That was before I started working. Shit,
Yeah.
that was when shit my mama was working.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, where the hell's mom? Or not even really then, because the tumultuousness that I felt, I'm like, hey, whoo, good, you over there, I'm over here. But sometimes, I still missed her. But
Yeah.
with us, you going to work, I'm like, damn, like I can be by myself, but when I got somebody, I don't want to be by myself. It
Yeah, for
doesn't make
real.
sense to be by myself. When I'm by myself, it's like, yeah, this is great, but that's being single,
Yeah.
but being in a relationship, I want to be with you all the time.
Yeah.
So, and then having children,
Yeah.
like, no, I fucking remember taking the kids to daycare, and they were just as we were all scared.
Yeah.
Like whoa,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
like I seen it in their eyes.
I
I was
kind of was,
panicked.
I was worried, but I just blocked it out. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just work, and I had to block it out because I'm talking about I'm working with machines and welding and height,
Machines.
and I can die, not paying attention, and we talking about heavy ass pieces. I can't not think about what we're doing here because if I think about what's worried, boom, I'm not paying attention. She almost smushed my toe. My first time when I ever worked at that job, I remember I told you the fucking steel toe. They fucking crushed my steel toe. I had bought some new boots, got two pair because they gave us a slip and shit. Is that a cut on my shit?
Me
Or
too.
that's how they stitch it. That's crazy. Trash. Yeah, so yeah, that shit fucking crushed my damn toes and shit. But yeah, but it's just crazy how that it's like that.
Eventually, I blocked it out, but when I
Yeah.
blocked it out, what I ended up doing was like numbing myself to it and just like that's it. All I can think about is work.
Yeah.
All I can think about is fast life and moving, and I just gotta get this work done and make this money, and that's it. And it just caught up to me because fast forward to this job, I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, and I didn't want to do it in the first place. I was just doing it to block out and shield.
But
But
oh, go ahead. I'm
no, go
sorry.
ahead, babe.
No, I was gonna say but the only problem I have with yeah, we all gotta work. I mean that's just what it is because we here.
Yeah,
If you want these things, and that's not even
yeah,
because
that's if you
that's
want
not
these
even
things.
because if I want
Yeah,
those
I'm getting
things,
into that.
but to say like, but you need these things because if you ain't been taught the lessons of how to grow, how to not grow, how to forage
Yeah.
and move on with your life, walking around,
Mhm.
then you have to do these things.
Mhm.
So, in hence, if yeah, I get I gotta go to work.
Mhm.
But what I don't get is the politics that are in the job places,
Mhm.
and I don't get the racism that's in the fucking like. I mean, not to say I don't get it. I get it.
It's just
I'm
like
just saying
choosing to do
it
with
doesn't
it.
need to be there. It doesn't need to be there. We supposed to be doing business,
Because that
dog.
can't be effective. And that's why they say that black women work twice, 10 times as hard because we're overcompensating for that racism layer that's there. And it's everybody. You white, you come in there, you
Yeah.
dealing with effects of that. But when you are of not white,
Yeah.
then and don't be black. And then a black woman,
Yeah.
especially working with white women. But in white men, white women, all of them, they all think they have ownership over you. But you come in there, you have to compensate for those politics. Like just to get your job done. You have to think for people. And it's not even you're thinking for them, you're thinking for yourself because you're like, if I don't do this, I see the path already of this is going to result in me losing my job, me losing my like my autonomy over my feelings and my control of myself, me losing more than that shit. I'll probably them motherfuckers they ruthless. Like look at the terms and conditions and shit they put in their contracts. They'll take it there.
Yeah, man.
So it's like you can't there you just constantly working under those conditions and I just like stayed pissed off and got to the point where I was like we had already been talking about starting our own businesses and doing something with that, but I felt forced to do it at this time because I'm like, I can't keep coming into this. Like,
Man.
is this what I gotta like I know working my own business ain't gonna be all the better, but
Yeah.
fuck, y'all are fucking like
Making it turmoil
y'all are
shit, dude.
y'all are y'all are making it to where y'all are basically torturing me.
Shit, fuck when I was working at Walmart and then like there was this when I was working at Walmart with the job that I was working at that I was talking about earlier, I was working there for 5 years and shit, I'm thinking I'm making a career out of this and then they didn't want to give me a raise, so I ended up demoting myself and then they tried it. They tried to get me to do the foreman shit again, like try to make me do it. I was like, no, I'm good, and they didn't want to, and they tried to make me pay for some tickets they were charging people for. It's crazy, dude. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I said, I ain't paying that shit. And they didn't fire me.
Hell yeah, I love that. I
And
was all for
yeah,
that.
that shit was funny, dude. And then, but what happened was that after working there, they ended up shutting down. They sold the place, so they fired everybody there. Everybody jumped ship, and went to a different area. My wife told me that I didn't. No, that wasn't until I went to Walmart. So I went to Walmart. My wife's working at her job, so I went to Walmart
Yeah,
and
I told you that before Walmart.
yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
recall.
told you
But
that.
either way,
Yeah.
when I was at Walmart, I was working at Walmart, the what is it called? The warehouse,
Mhm.
whatever they call it, this, where they got the
Distribution center.
distribution center. Yeah, I got hired over there and shit, and and they're and then the what is it called, and where they show you videos and shit
Training
in
room.
the training room where they're hiring you. They had us do these tests. They showed us some videos and shit, and the videos are like, hey, you use the forklifts and you pick up the boxes and then you put them and then you stack them, and you got to make sure they fit like in every fucking like in every crevice. Like you couldn't leave. You're not supposed to leave no room in crevices. It's supposed to fill all that in there.
So they should look so perfect.
And yeah, they showed it just like that in there and shit like that, and
Setting up for failure.
yeah, and which kind we end up I mean, it was so stupid too because I know about forklifts and everything. It was just
Yeah.
it's crazy how the mind works though because I know about forklifts and everything, hydraulic machinery, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We what do you call it? Like took tests and everything, but over there when we were going through the thing, they had a sign up there that said, don't step on the forklift or whatever. And there I was touching the forklift, stepping on it. He's like, man, hey, he's like, what did that sign right there say? I was like, man, I was like, don't step on forklifts and shit like that. And I was like, man, but it's fucked up because I'm like deep, deep, like in machinery and
Way
shit.
beyond this.
Yeah,
Way.
than anybody that's in the fucking building,
Oh
not in the whole building, but in that hiring program.
yeah. Yeah.
And which I and I'm already doing it just like subconscious like because when we were working at where I worked at, we would like you just kick it, what I'm saying, just touch it or whatever, it's just right there. You don't mess with it when it's like fucking, you don't put your foot underneath it while it's like cocked up like this.
Mhm.
Then of course that thing might want to fall and loses hydraulics and smush your feet or whatever.
Yeah.
But just anyways, so yeah, that was funny, but they had us they told us in the video put the boxes all like this, and I'm like, man, this is gonna be easy, and it was easy, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until they started coming with that bullshit about like you can't mess up the boxes, don't be rough with the boxes, and they want a quick turnaround, they want that shit to be fast and shit. They have so much they want to get in the truck and shit, and what was I saying? And I'm over here racking my brains because the video they showed us, the videos of the boxes were all how you say parallel, whatever. They're all fucking, they're all in shape. They're all in shape. So that way, when you grab it, like when you grab it, it grabs all in one form. So it'd be like a cube, rectangle shape, and then whatever that is, that product is, it'll grab that box, and then you can shift it in there and toss it, and then you can probably bring a box and then load them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you would do that. But because it was Walmart distribution center, so they would like a lot of trucks would come for different Walmarts that had different orders for it.
Mhm.
So everything was different. Everything was this, maybe this, all in one truck. It's just a bunch of shit going in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so they wouldn't put electronics like that type of like TVs and mainly TVs and shit like that, like entertainment systems like that. They have their own section and how like I guess a truck will come for that. So they would have to probably order a big electronic stuff, and then they
Mhm.
have their own shipment. But for the rest of the stuff, then I need my water.
It's over here.
Then they would use us where we were at all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so the boxes were all different sizes. The boxes are all different sizes. So how you gonna pick up a bunch of different boxes, different sizes? So the guys are the I don't know what they call them, but they're in the middle of the aisles grabbing all these products, all these different products, and they have to put it
The
on the
Dockers or
I don't
something.
know what they call them, but they go around the aisles looking for the products to give to me to pack it into the truck. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I forgot what they call them, but they be riding a different type of forklift. So they got to take their pallets, they got to pick up pallets and then load stuff on top of there, but they also got to square it off so that way I can pick it up and I won't have to
Yeah.
disrupt it.
Yeah.
But how can you put these products on there in shape if you gotta be like I don't know like a Lego master or
Did you
something?
ever talk to them about that?
No, you can't. There's no talking to him because I mean, why would I sit there and talk about it? There's no. That's a definitely duh.
Like I'm
You know what I'm
like
saying? There's
y'all
no
never both just like man
no
this shit's fucked up.
no because they wouldn't bring it up to you. They wouldn't bring it up to because I even asked them if I'm not mistaken. I even asked them not for the purpose of that. I just asked them because I'm like, hey, how am I supposed to pick this up? Because I don't want to
Yeah.
mess the boxes up. And
I
they're
get
like,
that.
oh, you got it. You figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they would tell me. I'm like, okay,
Trash.
fuck. Or they'll tell me, go talk to what's his name and whatever. And I'm asking them, they're like, yeah, you gotta kind of pick it up like this. But to me, when they're showing me, because they don't have to implicate themselves to get in fire,
Mhm.
they're showing me basically what they would do if they were taking their time. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it still's not picking it up right. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So they'll pick up something and they're like, look, see, you gotta do it like this. And then I'm like, okay, but roughly that box wasn't too terrible. but most of the boxes you get are terrible. So when you get those boxes that are just terrible, you're just like, man. And when, like I said, when I got to a point where I was like, well, shit, everybody else is doing it, but no one's saying it. That was the elephant in the room. Mess up the shit, but don't get caught messing up the shit. So I was like, well, fuck it. Grab that shit, and I always wonder why my shit messed up when I buy this shit. That's the reason why your shit messed up because they're in there, they're trying to push it, and they're trying to hurry up and get fast. I don't know who in the fuck said they can do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming whoever was working on a different product was nothing but straight boxes. Like Jessica, when she told me that her husband, oh, he did this many, but then when you go look at what he was loading, it was all even ass boxes. So of course he loaded that. All he did was stack, 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 and that was it. So of course he loaded whatever the number was. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, but yeah, so they're like, see this number right here? That's the number. See what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
So everybody's got to pull them numbers.
Mhm.
So the managers, instead of saying like that's impossible, it's only because of that. That's why
Mhm.
it's like that. But these dudes already bought the machines and shit. So
Mhm.
now they're like, we bought the machines. There's no way we can, because they bought those machines. Somebody sold them a machine that you pick up even boxes. Whoever was there to okay that shit didn't pay attention to his company enough to see that the boxes are not all even. They're all different. So
Shit's crazy.
how you gonna pick it up? How you gonna pick them up? And now that wastes time. So now we're behind because this machine doesn't work the way it's supposed to, like
Mhm.
we're supposed to use it. And then they tell us you can't grab pallets. They tell us you
Mhm.
can't. I'm like, what the fuck? And that's how we use to grab the pallets to pick them up, to put the pallets on its piece. And granted, yeah, you shouldn't pick them up to pick up the pallets and put them on there. But you're telling me now to get out and pick up the pallets and put them on top of each other. So now it just defeated the purpose of me using this machine because the machine is supposed to relieve the stress of someone getting hurt and injuring his body later in the future where they're liable to get sued.
Mhm.
When you could have just left that at 2 man with a fucking forklift, they went ahead and said, fuck that, get rid of the other extra man and use this forklift. And the forklift ain't worth the shit because it's just a clamper and it can't clamp everything right. So they're clamping. And I'm watching, like I said, and I'm like, you know what I'm picking up from all the old heads that work there? I'm like, man, and it stressed me because I don't work like that. I don't work half-ass. You do a job right. If you get a job you're supposed to do, you do it right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that right, but if you got a job to do, you make sure you do it and you do it right. That's how I was always taught with my grandfather, my dad, and all of them, and that's what I was taught.
Mhm.
When you take a job, when someone gives you a job to do, you're like, hey, I'll do it, whatever.
Mhm.
Then do it. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Finish the job. They didn't expect that. They didn't
Mhm.
expect that, but in hence they wanted that.
Mhm.
But then they were just turning blind eyes, and it was just so fucked up because it gave me stress because when I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what everybody else does. I started clamping that shit real hard, dumping that shit in there, putting pallets where I'm not supposed to, and then here they come walking and shit. What are you doing? I'm like, but you know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing because you did it before you got to your position, dumbass.
Yeah.
So how you sitting here upholding that shit? You should be telling him now that it doesn't work. It is too much because I was working that and it's too much. But now you're going against the grain, you might lose your job. So your $18 an hour now, you gonna risk that. Hey, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it was like for me at Walmart. It was a damn if you do it. And then like I told her, that was like I've been working on roofing. I done worked on in what you call it, hot pipe, doing high fucking lashing, bringing material in that powers up the city. And
Mhm.
um and I'm like that job was the worst job because it fucked with my mentalness. It fucked with my mental. They start you off at 18. I'm like, shit, this is good money. I'm like, fuck, this is good money. I ain't never had no uh, 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 this much money. You know what I'm saying? I'm only used to low paying and getting nothing. And I'm like, shit, and that's not even a lot. That's not even a lot.
Mhm.
That's not even a lot. But I'm like, but to come from where I've been raised and all my uncles, and $10 was a lot of money. When you
Mhm.
heard somebody in your family making $10,
Yeah.
when I heard my uncle or somebody was making $10 an hour,
Yeah.
I'm like,
I ain't
damn.
never heard that.
I'm like, damn, you making money, Theo.
I'm
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
Theo got money. He about to take me to movies or something for real.
Yeah.
And then like my dad, he was working at this one job. He talking about $15. Like, damn, my dad paying $15. Hey, he about to
Mhm.
take me to the movies on when he picked me up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the money wasn't a lot to me when growing up.
Mhm.
And it's because we live by our means.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know what I got off the subject. It's a touchy feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get this there real quick.
Okay.
No, I feel like I want to pull the mic to you too.
Mhm.
Let's say, yeah. So that's what I dealt with in my jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. Similar. Same, pretty much. Same. Same formula,
Environment.
different environment. But my environment was also like there's a lot of racial influence
Yeah.
in my environment. I dealt with a lot of testing, like just like just working with. I don't even know where to start after all that, but I mean basically the same. Dealt the same thing at several jobs. The job I got before this one, because of the experience I had there coming into this one, I tried to make sure I wasn't aggressive or hostile or overreading things or just risking losing the job even if they were like that. But I also used what happened to me at the prior job I had where I was escorted out of the building. I used that as fuel to not ever be in a situation like that again. Even though I was going into a remote job next, there's a such thing as remote scoring out and as getting fired, so which here I am now, but it just happened differently. Um, but I'll start back. I'll go back to the job I had before this one. So first of all, I feel like black women in particular have it very hard in the workplace, even when they working with their own people, because there's like this. It's not. I don't always feel like it's competition. I feel like sometimes it's just like taking shit out on each other. I feel like that is there, so that's already a layer, but that's more tolerable and easier to deal with because everybody's kind of on the same level than coming into a predominantly white environment, which is what I did with my last two jobs. Now, for me, my background is rooted
Shit,
in.
I don't even know how that would feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I work with some white dudes, but like it wasn't like a group of white people. You know what I'm saying? It,
Yeah.
like the numbers of Mexicans or blacks are more than what the white were there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was different.
Yeah. Well, I worked. I started like when I started in just working customer service jobs. Like I worked at Gilly Hicks first in the mall, and then I worked in at Carl's Jr. Now with Gilly Hicks, there was a little bit of a mix of people, but it was mostly black. Like it was mostly black workers, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Black workers and maybe some white girls and Hispanics, but the white girls were out front. Matter of fact, they were out front on the cashiers and shit, on the cash registers, and we were in the back on the stocking. And
Cooking.
yeah, cooking in the back.
Yeah.
And yeah, some. I mean, there was like black workers in the front too. They were on the floor. I was on the floor sometimes too, putting clothes out, but I was mostly in the back. So I had that job, but it was still around the same playing field. I would say a lot of those people who worked there were in college, though. But they didn't really have much. But even me getting a job like that, you took me to get that job,
Yeah.
and even getting a job like that, I was already in a position that my family isn't doesn't get to be in, and I don't want to say doesn't get to be in because shit, they very well may have chosen not to go into those environments, but I was positioned to like work around a certain mindset of people who are trying to go to school, trying to do more. I'm in the Galleria area. It's I'm getting
Yeah, that was
ready
a
to
kick.
go.
Yeah, that was a kicker to me too. You
Yeah.
would go to Galleria, like you
Yeah.
were like a Galleria person. I was like what the fuck, I go to the North Side malls and I go to either Deerbrook. This.
Yeah, but I didn't even go to the Galleria Mall. The
Yeah.
only time I went to the Galleria Mall was to go with
Yeah.
Jamil. I
Yeah,
like
no, I
that.
know, but
That
I
was
see,
him
but
going.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
weird though.
that was him going, and
Not
it
weird,
was
but I was just like,
yeah,
I was like,
because I never even went to the mall growing up.
yeah, yeah,
So like, Granny would take us to shop for shoes,
yeah, yeah.
but she would
Yeah,
shop
we
for
got you.
shoes, and Mom would just give her a shoe size sometimes, and boom, shoes. But I never really went to the mall or anything,
Yeah,
let alone to the fucking strip malls.
yeah.
And yeah, but those experiences did influence me. Like, yeah, let me get the job at the gallery, and not think, nah, I'll just stay right here on the strip mall. Because I did try to get jobs there too, but I'm like, shit, if I get a job over here, then why
Yeah, I
not?
would think why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like why not? And
Yeah,
I'm
but
not thinking of like social status
yeah,
and
yeah,
economic status. I'm just like, I'm trying to get a job.
yeah.
So I
So
come.
that would be the place to go though.
Yeah, that would be the
Mm.
place to go, and it was a
Yeah,
good
it
place
is.
to go.
It's a good place.
So for that, I'm grateful for my upbringing, you, Jamil, whatever influenced that.
Yeah.
And got that job, didn't keep it. I was a
Okay.
seasonal worker. I also wasn't a very good worker. So, and I was, but it's like as soon as I get in those jobs, and not as soon, it's at some point, I'm like, this is trash. Like some even 18-year-old me was like, I don't like this. I don't want to work. But I knew I had to work because I had to feed myself at least.
Yeah.
And then because I didn't have, I mean, I had you in some regards, but
Mm.
I was mostly just taking care of myself as much as I could at that point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, I gotta eat, and then I was trying to go to school too. But then I get the job at Carl's Jr. That's more of like I would say my people in the sense of like more hood people in there,
Mhm.
blacks, Mexicans. Shit, I don't even know if there was whites in there. I don't
No
think so.
shit.
But if there was, they were in the hoods, which I don't think they were.
Yeah. No
And that was still like a level above like Carl's Jr. type hoods,
Yeah.
because I mean McDonald's type hood the environment. Those people who were working there were like, I don't know, I would say just had more or some different going. And then fast forward to um LKJ. So this is the job I got
Yeah. Yeah.
escorted out of. So at this job, I was working in financial services. I was doing client services, like prepping paperwork, running the numbers on the clients' accounts to see how much money they had in their accounts and their investments, looking, managing the CRM system, so the customer relationship management system, where I'm keeping track and updating their addresses and all that. I'm taking client calls. I'm working with the new business specialist who is in charge of like when the main planners, when they go to move investments from the client's accounts, the new business person is supposed to see that through. Now, I came from before that. I came from the call center and from uh, AIG, so I had already had experience in the financial services realm, and I just had work experience. So even in my job as a client person, I was very heavily helping the new business chick. Like I was training her on how to do her job.
What's
I,
the LKJ?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Leandra,
Oh.
the new business. I mean the
You
other
fucking
chick.
mention names?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I'm not gonna do it for my latest jobs.
Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck 'em.
yeah, but and I'm not gonna go deep into it. I just mentioned her name because
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to actually,
Yeah.
but I wasn't going to mention names.
Yeah.
But there's one. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I was training her on how to do new business and shit. She'll vouch for that shit. But yeah, I was training her on how to do it. Just coming from that field, and then a lot of it was just I'm just intuitive. I'm just like, well, it makes sense to do it like this. That's how I learned a lot of stuff too, and I grew up reading and everything, so all that played into it.
Ah, smarts.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. But also just that was survival though.
Yeah.
I had to sit there and read. My mom's like, you better fucking get A's or I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. You better do good in school, don't get in trouble, keep your head in your books. That's what she told me, and that's what she told everybody. Nah, she keep her head in them books. I keep my kid's head in the books.
Hmm.
So, but that all that did help. It helped get me into certain
Jobs.
jobs.
Yeah.
And I am grateful for that
It's
because
like I wish I would have learned how to read more and been able to get those jobs, but then the way I'm like,
yeah,
I don't like that shit.
yeah,
I don't like
yeah,
that shit.
and that's the
I don't
other
even like
side.
your job. I'm like, shit, if you told me, I'd be like, I'll go to, I'll do my job. Fuck
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, that's where
I'll do
that's where
my
I ended
job.
up
And
at.
now even thinking right now to be a superintendent and then to deal with that shit, I'm like, man, we is not gonna get this done. And a matter of fact, where's my team's money, bro?
Mhm.
I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro.
Yep.
I
Yep.
wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it, dude. I wouldn't
Yep.
make it because I my like I mean I already done get rid of some of my morals,
Yep.
but then to go and then you're like telling me to sacrifice other people's morals.
Mhm.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I gotta say something.
Yeah. I feel
And
like
I'll
the.
just be
Mhm.
saying something, and then next thing you know it, just like it happens,
And just
you're
like how
fired.
it has
Yeah,
happened.
oh, yeah, that's happened. You open
And
your mouth too much, you're
yeah,
fired.
yeah, and basically that's the problem that
It's the politics part.
yeah, it's the politics part, and that's the part I kept running into, and I feel like
It's tiring. It
me
gets
being
tiring.
yeah, and then with me being black working with white women and white men and shit, and
Yeah,
the type of black I am, not to type myself, but
yeah.
you
Not to
know,
be labeling and
not
typing. I
to be
mean, but
labeling type of
I
myself,
mean,
but
how can you not? I mean, this is
this is how, my
this is
best
how
way
the
I can
society
explain it
this is
too.
how society can put it out there as.
Yeah, and this is the way that people understand it.
Yeah.
So it's like that it categorizing it, you have these white people and you have the white men, you have the white women, and then you insert a me where I come from the South, country mother, country family, born out of Simonton, Texas, born and raised in Simonton, Texas, where they had the biggest plantation in Texas, and my family comes from that shit. My grandma, one of my cousins, she was picking cotton, with my grandma and was telling me about it. So it's that's where I come from, and I'm like shit. I didn't even really think about it like, oh, racism and all this, and I just know I felt it growing up, but just to call it racism, I can only
If you,
remember
yeah,
one
like
moment.
I see what you're saying. Like if I
Yeah.
have to put something on it,
Yeah.
so you can
Like
understand
now
what
as
I'm
an
talking about.
adult,
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
that's what that is. But
yeah,
as a child, I was
yeah. I
like,
was just like, nah, something's not.
something was wrong.
Yeah,
I felt like I was targeted in
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of ways.
yeah,
But I was like, I don't know, I'm doing something wrong because I was always taught that, you doing
yeah.
something
You
wrong.
doing something wrong.
You doing something wrong. So I that fucking just ate at me, and ate him as a little girl. I'm like, fuck, man, like
Yeah, but
just
if you have
full
to
of it.
explain it, it's
It's
like,
it
yeah,
was, it was
it was
racism.
racism.
It was a system,
Yeah,
and the system attacks,
yeah,
and it just keeps doing
yeah.
especially because the system is woman, and I'm just speaking as a black woman. I know it's other people and races,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just speaking from my experience. When the system puts all these
Shit, I
guardrails
believe
in
the
front
same
of
thing.
you.
I believe the system is it's out to get you. I believe the
Yeah.
system is a it's a farming it's a farm
Yeah.
of producing humans to build whatever it is they need. I don't know, spaceships, bunkers, so they can survive the next fucking what is it called? Apocalypse that's gonna happen or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's yeah, I feel like it's on the attack, and then
Yeah.
it's like as I continue to pass these barriers and over jump these barriers and run through these barriers and accomplish quote unquote these things, it's like the next level of white people I get to are like, bitch, you got past that last level? I'm about to go
I'm
ultimate
about to
boss on
yeah,
your
I'm
ass. You
about to
about
go
to fight the
ultimate,
next boss. The
the
fucking
ultimate boss,
the ultimate boss on your
second
ass.
boss level.
Yeah,
And you make
yeah.
it to the board bosses.
Yeah, and then I gotta go scrap for jewels and shit and go back
Yeah.
to the drawing board and then power up and shit and then come back to them, and when
Then
I could
be
just
then
roll
have an
through
asset,
and
then have an asset to
but the
yourself.
killer part is like I can take you on
Yeah,
just me and
yeah,
you. I'm not talking
yeah.
about physical
Yeah, I know what you're
fighting,
saying. I know what you're
but I
saying.
can
Yeah,
take you on,
yeah,
with the truth. We could just talk
yeah,
and I'll shut all this shit down.
yeah,
But it's like you have
yeah.
things
They don't
that
want that.
don't that prevent me, and I'll still
Yeah,
do it, and I still did it.
yeah.
And
You
but to
got
some
these.
degree, if
Yeah,
I had went all the way out to the point of me getting escorted out of at that one job that I was talking about before this one,
yeah.
it was me saying I was basically
Yeah,
like, this is impossible.
that's I always say that's what it was that you were going through. It was like you made it here and each one I'm a test and it's just
Yeah,
a testy thing
yeah, it's a
and it's
game.
and I know what people knows that they when you confront someone about it they're like what that's not what I was doing. I'm like bro, but you felt that in high school. You felt in
Hmm.
some way in some regards you felt something where you were being cast out because you had buck teeth.
And
You see what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's not the same degree. I'm just saying, but you know what being cast out or being looked or being mocked or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But then here's the killer part. Then they get upset and pissed off when they feel like you looking at them like
Yeah,
they stupid.
yeah,
I'm looking at and I'm baffled. I'm like, I don't know what to think because, but I do. I know you playing on it. But I'm like, man, are you really? Like, are you
Yeah.
playing on that shit? Are you risking that?
Mm.
Are you doing that? Oh, but you can risk it because you've been protected all
Yeah,
your
you gotta
life. So
protect
you
them.
know
I
you
mean,
probably
why?
are.
It's the same. It's the same thing as the whole Karen thing with the whole. I'm gonna call the cops. It's this woman, big old woman, this big old woman. It's a small woman already talking to a big dude.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? All up in his face,
Mhm.
and all and
Testing.
causing a situation
Mhm.
to test this.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah,
it's
because you
something.
know.
My husband treats me like shit, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and dump that shit on your ass, and we're gonna see where this goes.
Mhm.
But now, they really have to be scrutinizing. I'm like, hold on, if you calling, you better make
Mhm.
sure you have somewhat,
Mhm.
make sure there's no cameras around or something. They will get behind you. But if you
Mhm.
got cameras, you at a loss. You
Yeah.
you you tried.
Yeah. You tried it. You ain't in this club.
Yeah, for real. I tell you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just
Top
crazy.
dogs in that club, man.
Yeah, and so for that job, I got escorted out. I had an incident even before that at that job, and think about how all of these incidents wear on you and your ability to even do your job. But I had an incident where I had locked, and this is at the point where the business was, where I was already declining in that business, this little small boutique financial firm. But I had already had incidents, like there was one encounter I had where I locked myself out, or I want to say I locked myself out because I didn't have my keys. And sometimes I would open up the business. Like whoever gets there first opens up the business. So I would, I didn't have my keys or whatever the situation was. So I went to the office, the building management office, and I went to go get some keys or have them unlock it. And they're like me walking up, they already looking at me like, who is this? Then maybe this is just me assuming, but it was more confirmed the longer the interaction went on. But I the looks they were looking at me, I initially took as like they're like, oh man, this ghetto bitch coming here because I had my yarn hair. That's when I had my
Yeah, yeah,
brown
yeah,
yarn
yeah,
twist hair, and it wasn't real clean either because I did it myself, and I don't know how long I had had it already, but I had my yarn hair, I had some khaki pants on, and then I had a green shirt on if I'm not mistaken, and I told them I got locked out, and they were like, there was a group of them in the back just like huddled together, just looking like talking, and then the chick at the front went to the back and she was like, hold on, goes and talks to them about something, comes back and she's like, and you work here?
yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I just come up here for fun.
I was like, yeah. I was like, and I locked myself out of the building where I got locked out of the office.
Mm.
And yeah, I gave her the names and everything. Like I went through several steps of verification. I had to show her my phone. Like
No,
this
because you
is
got there earlier.
no, I mean I just got there first. To
Yeah.
maybe early, I don't think so. But whoever gets there first unlocks the building. So it's everybody had keys. But shit, I get there. I'm like, I'm just trying to get in because the boss had not gotten there. Neither one of them had gotten
Mm.
there yet. Nobody had gotten there who
Yeah.
worked there. And yeah, they were just like, oh, we got to call and verify. I was like, okay,
Yeah. Fuck
cool.
it. All right.
Okay, cool. And I had a badge too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't remember for sure, but I think I had a badge. And I was like, okay, cool. So she calls her and shit. They still over there huddled, just looking and talking. I'm like, the chick at the front too, she was just like real cautious, and the boss lady tells her,
Yeah.
yeah, she's good, or she tried to get a hold of her and couldn't, and she seen the chick who I replaced,
Yeah.
she seen her name, so she's like, well, I'm gonna call her. I'm like, the
Ah,
bitch don't
that
even work
is.
here no more.
She don't even work here no more. Why would you call her?
Yeah. She's like, well, I'm gonna call her, so she calls her, and then that chick confirms like, yeah, she works there. That's she took my job.
Yeah, she took my job. Why you calling me about
Yeah.
somebody that took my job,
Yeah,
dumbass?
yeah. So she's like, that's not good enough. Calls the boss. It calls the boss again. Boss is
She's
like,
like,
yeah,
wait, no, y'all in on this then.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, y'all in
Like
on this,
somebody
man. Hold on,
started it.
somebody get some money.
Yeah, yeah. She was like Uncle Ruckus,
Okay.
but white.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
like, well, fucking what's the dude from Django, but white. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot
but
his
uh,
name.
but yeah. So the boss tells her, yeah, that's my employee letter in, right? This
Yeah.
bitch. She goes, okay, yeah, you're verified. she's not mad at you either.
Yeah, I remember that. Like,
I
she
was
not
like,
mad at me. Like,
I just like immediate reaction boiled.
yeah, I'll be like, why the fuck would she be mad at me then,
Yeah,
bitch? Yeah,
yeah.
that's like
My it's like
that's like 101. Like, you gonna tell me, oh, you should not say that. It's not professional. Herbie, she ain't professional, bitch.
yeah, and then
This
that's
bitch is
what,
not
and
professional.
then I would have lost my job. It
Yeah,
just in response to that. So that all of that,
that's why we don't belong in those places.
yeah, we just don't belong in those places. And then to
I don't want to
have a,
say in this either. Shit.
yeah, and I had plenty of incidents at that job. Like I had one chick there, white chick, half white, half Mexican, half European, white, half
Yeah.
Mexican, and she was fucking like,
Clingy, fucking creepy.
yes, she
And
was.
I won't even say she was clingy. She was just trying to set up. Now saying this,
Yeah, yeah.
she wasn't even clingy. She was just setting herself up to safeguard herself
Mhm.
from you not knowing who you were. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? She's like,
She
nah,
was trying
nah.
to find protection for
Yeah,
like, don't judge me the
yeah.
same way the
That's
chick
what
who
I.
just left
Yeah,
judged me
yeah,
as I don't work.
yeah,
I'm in here on a favor
yeah.
because my family connections
Whatever it is.
and all the things,
Yeah,
and the things that I do for the family
yeah,
that shh, 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 don't make me feel bad for those.
yeah. Really.
And she was a problem, did a whole spiel about, oh, you're not my friend, and I don't remember the exact conversation, but I remember she was like, whole incident happened. We ended up going to the office because I was like, I don't want to talk to you unless it can
Like
be
a child,
in
dude. That
front of
shit
the
like
boss.
when you told me about that shit, I was like, man, that's like a child, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, man, this a grown ass woman, dog. And I knew she was older than you.
Mhm.
I don't even know if she was older than me though,
I
but
think she was.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this is a
Not too
grown
sure, but
ass
I think so.
woman, dog. I'm like, that's just baffles me how like, and it usually is with white folks when they do that shit, dog. Like
Yeah.
going to like the like I'm gonna like pout and throw a fit, dog.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah. It
I'm
tripped
a
me
pout
out.
and throw a fit, and because my dad said I was a princess. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah. That's how she acted. She was like, "No,
To
you were."
this person, I'm not a this other white person, I'm not a princess, but
Mhm.
to you,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to bow down before me,
And
bro.
she's like, they having me bow down cleaning up they retarded daughter shit.
Uh,
You bow down to me. Like, nah, bitch.
nah,
I'm
fuck
on that
you.
same
Yeah,
shit that white chick who left who felt that way about you was.
yeah,
I'm on the same thing
yeah.
she's
We on
on.
the same
We on the
page.
same page. I do not have a problem with white people in general.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a problem. I do. I have a problem with y'all in general, but I don't have a problem with y'all on an individual level.
yeah,
When I meet y'all and I give all of y'all the benefit of the doubt.
yeah,
Everybody, I give you, and I'm cool. Even with the ones who have wronged me, I'm still like, that's you. That's
yeah,
on you. Shit, I'm good.
yeah,
And I can still work with you.
yeah.
But um,
That's all I'm like, man. Like I gotta work with these dudes. I don't know which one's fully fucking not to where I'm at now, you know what I'm saying? But when
yeah,
at the time I'm like, I don't know, cause I was at that. If you ain't saying wetback or whatever, then you ain't racist until I hear that or something, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so like it was just like he's just the white dude, and we just work, and if you ain't if you racist, just get your job done, bro.
mhm,
Like and I believe some of the dudes that were white there that I've been in contact with
yeah,
were racist, dog. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like the racist standard that like everybody would the picture of what a racist person is.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But we went to work. We
mhm,
got to work. We did our job, and that
mhm,
was it. That's all I asked. And yeah, but in your in your fucking
these last two
like,
jobs
and
I
matter of fact, they
had.
won't even work with you if they are that type of racist.
Yeah.
They won't even work with you. They'll go somewhere else and shit like that, and they won't even be called out because how can you call something like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless it's some hard evidence or something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like this dude right here, and you'll hear it too, like between other people, Mexicans when or Chicanos when they're all hanging out with each other or something. Like, oh man, fuck that fool. He racist bitch, huh?
Mhm.
That's why he by himself over there doing his thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, but they're pretending that it's not there, but it is there.
And then to give more context, the last two jobs that I had, the one I just got laid off from, fired from, and the one I got fired from right before that, I didn't get into those jobs because I direct applied. They wouldn't have let me in those motherfuckers. They would
Yeah, I
have
believe
told me
that.
I
I believe
auditioned.
that. I believe you wouldn't have gotten
I
into
got
those
in
like
through loopholes, which was
that.
George Floyd's death and
Yeah.
Breonna Taylor's death and all the people who were murdered by the police.
Yeah, when it was that fucking cluster of
That
fucking
flurry of
yeah, it was just
and
death after
yeah,
death, dude.
and then the all this whole social justice Black Lives Matter movement started happening, and then recruiters started intentionally recruiting like black people and minorities, and first it started with blacks, and then they turned that whole thing into
To gay,
trans and
trans,
gays
yeah,
and
trans
include
and
all
gays.
these people now.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's when you get the people who rolling into who rolled in at the company that got fired from gay white men coming in
Yeah.
on that movement.
Yeah, it's because we don't want to leave out our gay
Yeah,
white man. I mean, we
yeah,
don't leave out our white man.
yeah,
Not gay, but white
yeah.
man
They
and
bringing them in
specifically.
now.
So he can go in there and do his
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
ain't gay, dog.
And then I'm doing his job.
Kiss me then. Kiss me right now, man. I think I would have said that that was like on movies and shit like that or something like that. I can imagine that. Like, why would he? How would that even prove to him? Because he's not gonna want to kiss you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, then you're not gay then. Like, what makes you think he just kisses a bunch of dudes or her or her? You know what I'm saying? That shit's funny though.
Yeah, but shit, that job that I got escorted out of, they hired me in through a recruiting agency. They said that I found out that everybody they sent to them was black. So really, they didn't have a choice.
They have a choice. They said, we do it again. They gonna bring someone else black. Just go ahead and hire
So
them.
just go ahead.
And who got the job after you?
It was a black chick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
She
you
was
said
light
so.
skin mixed.
But you black.
And I want to say before that, it was a white chick.
Yeah, okay, okay.
They went through a few people.
Okay, they went through people.
If
Okay.
I'm not
So
mistaken.
they went right after you as a, oh, yep, they sure did.
And yeah, I'm not too sure. I think they went to a white chick after that, but yeah, I wouldn't have got those jobs, and shit, maybe I wasn't ready for those jobs, but I'm like I am. It's like how's your business set up though, and how much freedom do I have to change and adjust things or advise and recommend and say what I think. Like that's where the business structure and the politics start coming in, because there's this like unspoken, you need to give 1,000%.
I don't know. This is just a comment.
Yeah, it's a comment.
I don't know if you re-comment back or something. It's just not coming with nothing.
Well, yeah, so shit, I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, I got escorted out of that job as a theme of that.
Yeah, that was.
And that's because the the chick, the Mexican and white chick, she complained that I was not being friendly
Yeah.
and that I didn't like her, and she thought we were friends. Literally, that's what she went and told our boss.
That y'all friends. That's crazy.
And
He's like, what the fuck? What grade is this, bruh?
And the boss, you should have seen the concern on her face. She was like, oh. And at first I was like, there's no fucking way.
Did she ask you like, why you not friends?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like, there's no fucking way. I didn't even like. I was watching her face and I felt it, but I was like,
I
nah.
don't want to make friends. I'm not even your friend, bitch. You my boss.
Yeah.
You think I'm your boss? You think we friends?
Yeah. She's like, yeah.
Like, come on, man.
She's like,
That's crazy.
I was like, what are you? She was like, why would you?
How can I trust you now?
She's like, how can you do that? You don't see how her. She's like, while the chick is crying, she's like, you're her crying, and this is our boss. Like,
yeah, I really did.
tissue.
And
I was like, no
bitch.
I was
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah. If I would have seen that, I'd be like, oh no, it's over, dog.
Yeah,
I would say it was the same, not that part, but I'm saying like I had the same similar thing to like where homeboy, when I told him, I said, I'm like, man, I was like, man, I'm not here to be his friend. No, I didn't. I just told him, I'm not here to make friends. This shit, I'm here to do my job. And he was like, you're fired. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Fired? He said, yeah. I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, she was upset because.
Yes, it wasn't similar, but it was just funny though.
Yeah, but she was upset because there was this transition where I did go from like talking to her, but then the more I seen how she was, I was like, nah, I gotta stay away from you, because like I like this environment of a small boutique thing, but I don't want to be associating with you like that. Period. And then add on top of that the shit you do and that you talk about. You over here shitting on the girl who just left from during my interview. She was like, she interviewed me and with the other chick together, and she was shitting on her during the interview. I was like, oh man, like, hey, whatever, fuck it, I'm trying to get the job. But then we get in there, she still
Shit,
shit
I
on the
believe I believe she thought she was gonna get you to clean up thorough.
yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, she
Like,
yeah.
bitch, I get paid more than you, and I do better more. I
Yeah.
do more things than you, bitch.
Yeah.
I run this
And I'm
company.
pretty sure she got paid as much, if not more than me.
And that'd be sad if it was. But
Yeah.
either way, bitch, but my title is more headed than you though.
Yeah.
So you're just a janitor.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I'm
no,
saying?
but see, here's the thing. They gave her a good title, but the
No,
problem
she.
was the boss was doing the work.
Yeah.
The boss was writing out. They gave her the title of the marketing person, but the boss was
Damn, that
writing the
is
marketing.
what you know is who you know.
Yeah, the boss was the one doing the marketing, and I used her position to get my new
Yeah,
job.
but either way, she's trying to be up there, even if she's in a position like that. But I still feel like she was still trying to get you to do
Yeah,
that shit
yeah.
because she does it.
Yeah, she was initiating
Yeah,
it.
no,
That's
fuck
what
that,
she
bitch.
gave her
You
all
doing that
these
shit.
tips and shit, and she's
Yeah.
like, "This says we're friends and we're
Mhm.
locked in." No, don't tell me nothing.
I
Bitch,
took it
I,
home, bitch.
bitch, you tell me you sick and you need $100. If I got it, I'll give it to
Yeah,
you.
I'll
It's
give it
not
to you, bitch.
friends.
That don't mean we're not we friends. The fuck?
So she doing all that shit. I'm like, bitch, do we talk?
Yeah.
Like, do we talk after work? Do we talk? Like, do we do any of that? And then she just had too much free time, and I got caught up in that too. And I was like, no, I gotta separate myself from you. So
I gotta
I'm
do
over
my
here
job.
now.
I gotta do my
Yeah, so
job.
I'm over here now, and she see me mostly just talking to Leandra, but me and
Yeah,
Leandra, y'all
working.
went hand in
Yeah,
hand.
work.
So we work, and of course we gonna chit chat a little bit while we're in each other's offices, but we work,
Yeah, we working.
And
What you doing?
yeah,
You gonna come in here and work too?
yeah. So it did become a little hostile because she was trying, and I was like, no, I'm good, and I wouldn't really acknowledge her really,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd be, and that's I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just
Yeah.
like, or cold or whatever y'all want to call it. I'm just like, there's no reason for it, and we should be able to work without doing that. My role and your role don't even interact.
Yeah, so it don't even make
So it
no
doesn't make
sense.
no
So.
sense,
Yeah.
but
You
that
say
was
what's up, I say what's up. That's it. But
yeah. I think that
you
was
talking
for
about having a whole conversation and shit like that.
so that was one problem.
Yeah.
The other problem was that the bosses didn't like how the new business chick was working. They felt like she wasn't fast paced enough.
That's what
So they tried to bring me in to shit on her, and I even told them like, "Well, did you train her?" No, but we didn't train you, and look at you. I was like, "Well,
Oh
let's
yeah,
see."
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, but I come from experience with this. Like she doesn't."
Yeah.
So she
Give
needs
her a
training.
chance or fucking give her training.
Yeah, give her training, but they didn't train her because the chick whose job they split into two, who I replaced and who the other chick replaced,
Yeah.
they split her job into two. They didn't. She did all the work. Like they did the talking and shit, but she prepped everything for them. She knew. She knew how to do whatever it was that they did, but she was a level of white below them in socioeconomic status,
Status.
and they treated her as such.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, okay. I almost got lost right there, but, for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was cool with her shit.
Yeah, she was.
She
Same thing as yeah. It's just different status now. Not even now. It's been like that, but it's more heavily. I would say it's coming out more now.
Yeah.
Where these, I'm not a Democrat because I got money, so I'm a Republican now.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? Like it's like I would say it's the new target to target.
Yeah, and
It's the poorest. Now it's time to target the poor.
and I feel like I mean I had good experiences with white folks. Like my teachers for the most part were decent. I didn't really have a lot of white teachers, but the ones that I did have, I feel like they were decent. Some of them,
Teachers?
yeah, but I didn't really have a lot of white teachers, so I can't really say that.
I had a lot of white teachers in.
But in high school, no, Miss Staples, she was a fucking bitch.
Staples.
Yeah, she was an old ass hunchback, old white fucking.
Like a wicked
She
witch
looked
and
like a
shit.
butterball fucking turkey, just
Wicked
like
witch.
yeah, just something out of like a fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
No, what's that? Jack's Nightmares, the one with the fucking
Nose.
Jack. What's
Yeah, I know you're
that
talking about
dude?
the
Nightmare on
Nightmare.
Jack.
Damn, I can't remember the name of that
Yeah,
TV
me
show. I used to like watching that one too.
you know what I'm talking about?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
Nightmare Before Christmas with
yeah.
Jack the Pumpkin King.
Yeah,
Okay.
like she looked like a character off of that.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for real. But she was. I would have to try. See, at
She was a
that
good
time,
teacher,
I
though.
wasn't calling. No, no.
No, she
At
wasn't.
the time, I wouldn't call that. I would say she was knowledgeable in her subject,
Yeah.
but she wasn't a good teacher.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I could probably now say she was racist,
Yeah.
but at the time I didn't look at her like that. I just thought she was a bitch of a teacher. My mom and them didn't really talk about racism like that, and I was like, I mean, they talk about all white folks here and there, but
Yeah.
I didn't have that outlook until I got to these last two jobs,
Yeah.
really.
Most of my classes were with Mexicans, and then when I went to middle school, Hispanics. It was mostly Hispanics, and then when I went to middle school, it was blacks and Mexicans,
Yeah.
and then high school too, same thing, blacks and Mexicans.
Yeah.
There's a few whites on all the schools I went to. There was a few whites.
Yeah. I would say the
Like
same for me.
one out of all the fifth grade class, it was like
Yeah.
one white dude.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Same. I would say the same for
Yeah.
us. Matter of fact,
So
I remember the white kids.
I don't
Aaron
remember
will
too
remember
much.
them. Aaron and
I
Cody.
remember. I guess I do remember them. One from fifth grade, one from fourth grade, and then there was one in sixth grade, the one that shit on himself. That one, he was a white dude, and I can't recall anybody else in high school or nothing like that. Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. What was the I don't
Other
know.
subjects.
Yeah,
Homeschooling
homeschooling,
and schooling.
homeschooling, on schooling. Shoot, well, my thoughts on homeschool is homeschool and schooling is shit. They're both they're not good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, but that's me speaking in the sense of you be roaming and you're not, and you know how to eat food and you know
If
how
you
to
want to call
forage.
that homeschooling, then yeah, that's a good
What?
homeschooling. Like teaching your kids how to
Yeah, but
forage
once
and
but
shit.
once that becomes
Then learning,
knowledgeable, then
yeah,
there's no more
there's no more
homeschool. There's just
homeschooling.
roaming.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
If you're
like,
talking about
like
from the where it's
yeah,
supposed to be, then yeah,
yeah.
homeschool schooling
But if
is
if I had to choose, I'll pick homeschool. Homeschool is the best, and especially if someone's got like land and they're actually growing their food, so you're actually teaching them things with the environment of the growing and stuff. Growing your own food and shit. And of course, if you're teaching foraging and shit like that. But they also got to learn how to read and do the math because
society.
yeah, society's benefits and stuff, and some history, whatever. But homeschool, I think is way better. I see a lot more.
Good.
What
Okay, never mind.
I see a lot more like how would you say
I see a lot more
and I
integration.
might be wrong.
I was just gonna try to finish out what you
What
were
I was gonna
saying.
say like a relationship there, like they're like
Mhm.
real good with each other, the
Mhm.
family, they got good morals,
I
basically. You
agree.
know what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of that with the kids.
I do too.
Me, coming from where I come from, we be like, you about to get picked on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, but they good kids.
Mhm.
And not to say, hood kids are bad kids, because
Yeah.
I grew up
We
from
have that
hood.
within our communities too.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, I just see,
With them, they
yeah,
work together a lot.
they work together a lot,
They learn, I would say, a lot more easier
and maybe I'm
because
just being biased because I'm looking at my experience, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But and then relating to everybody
Well,
else's,
you know
but
it on both sides because you
yeah, I know,
homeschool and
yeah,
you were a regular school.
yeah,
So
school kid, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, but I just seen the difference. I just seen how like you know junior like how they call these, and I might be wrong here, but I'm gonna say these illnesses they talk about like ADHD, and I'm like I don't know, man, because my son was doing just fine, learning his ABCs, his colors, and everything that was expected of him before he was gonna go to school.
Mhm.
And then when he went to school, he was just too. I want to play
Yeah.
with kids and I want to experience this, and he didn't know how to act in school mentality.
Mhm.
And because when he's at home, he didn't have that type of structure.
Mhm.
Like now, you're telling him he has to be all
Yeah, he got
fucking
to learn more freely.
militistic. Hey, you gotta sit still. You gotta learn, and which that stuff is. Hey, y'all go over there. Close my door. Hey, close the door. God damn. Like I get like how that stuff's important for a kid to go to school to be trained trained how to operate in society, this society,
Mhm.
this society,
Mhm.
how to conduct yourself in this society. And it sucks because say you do that. Hey kids, the law and blah, blah, I don't care if they do pull you over for racism. You sir and do what they say, and it still ends up wrong. It still ends up wrong for them.
Yeah.
So it's like that's
Because it don't
bullshit
work.
because it don't work. You see what I'm saying? It's not meant. It's not meant for that.
Mhm.
It to me, it's meant for farming. It's
Mhm.
meant for farming to keep whatever it is they're trying to produce because
That
they
shit don't
need it.
even work
Because
eventually.
they don't want to do the work. That's why they're getting robots. You got robots coming out. You're building robots so they can get rid of the rest of the population, so they can which call it have them do it themselves. It's
Mhm.
just Yeah, because really the only people that need people are people that don't want to get their own stuff.
Mhm.
Go out there and forage, get your food. But that's cutting off from homeschool. But my bad, I
Yeah, that
just
shit all goes.
yeah, that shit all goes though. But yeah, but homeschool, yeah, my son was going to school and he was having a hard time, learning, his
Focusing.
focusing. Yes, he had a hard time focusing. He didn't want to focus, and we were helping him, but he just didn't understand why we are now telling him that he has to do these
And
things.
we wasn't even really helping them.
And
We were more
yeah,
so
yeah,
hurting
I
them.
didn't, yeah, and I was
I
being
was being
mean.
ugly.
I was being mean to him,
I was whooping
and
them and
yeah, I didn't, and I'm like, I don't know, I just did what I thought my parents did to me.
yeah,
You know what I'm
still
saying?
did. I went
And
straight
then
into that.
you and me, put our heads together, like, fuck this bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. They don't need to be doing this. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do what's needed. And it wasn't until COVID happened that we ended up taking them out of school, and it was like a blessing because COVID happened, and then we were like, nah, we're gonna just take them out of school because first of all, they're over here telling them they want to put him in a different class, and
They
that
want to put them in special
yeah,
classes.
you want to put him in special classes because he's not, I don't know, like he's not paying attention, man. I would say not paying attention.
Yeah.
So we took him. My wife took him out, and we homeschooled him. And shoot, he reads. He
Mhm.
reads. He spells. He does his math real good, and we gotta get back on schoolwork again. But yeah, but he's doing good, man.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah,
so
you're doing a good job keeping them on track.
not to say like schools, you know, I say both of them. Like if you talking about living with earth and living with nature and living how you're supposed to live, I say,
Mhm.
then yes, it's bad, both of them.
Mhm.
Because you shouldn't be trying to homestead, you shouldn't be trying to homeschool, you shouldn't be trying to go to school.
Mhm.
But in this formula of this system, yes, they need to go to school, get that reading, math, learn how to be like a soldier, and then go get a job, go what, be a doctor, go
Mhm.
get this debt, accumulate debt,
Mhm.
then work as a doctor, then try to get those things you want because you thought being a doctor you could buy this stuff.
Mhm.
So now you buying this stuff, but you also paying off your debt. So now you got to pay off this debt because you were like, you know what, I want to get a mansion because I'm a doctor. So I'm gonna pay off this mansion debt and this debt. So now this debt is accumulating less money, and then it's just like they'll shut it down, or who knows what. You know what I'm saying? You get sick. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. It's like it's
Yeah.
just it's like I don't see the incentives there. Like I see the incentives of just getting your own shit, dude.
Yeah. I
Getting
agree.
your own food and foraging, and then you can't even do that. You wouldn't even be able to do that because you going out there walking around in other people's yards to eat. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying yards like this. I'm saying like those roads when you're driving those long roads, those highways, and you see nothing but emptiness and trees and shit. Like they walk in there, and then someone's like, "I seen a man over here," or
Mhm.
something, or the homeowners like, "Somebody's in my property."
Bigfoot.
For real, you know what I'm saying? And then there you are, you're getting like kicked out of there, and you're like, I guess.
And you better hope all you get is
Yeah, no,
kidnapped.
you better hope you get kicked out because shit. I mean, you get that one car that's just like, you know what, I'm gonna take it like this, boom. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a mess of things, bro. And I'm tired of like how messy this shit is. When it actually, you could actually do the things that would prohibit it to last a little longer, I would say.
Mhm.
And it's just
Yeah, they don't put those
every
systems in place though. They
eh,
want to do this.
everything's degrading. Computers degrading, health is degrading,
Mhm.
education is degrading. Fucking, it's just a lot of things are not working. Like I'm just like like what are we doing here? Like I thought we were building these things. See what I'm saying? Like shit, I'm all for it. Let's build a rocket, or let's build what is it called, a hydro collider, so that way we can have interdimensionals where you can go to another dimension. But they're also telling you, like this bitch going, it could possibly blow up the whole entire universe.
Mhm.
We could create a black hole. I'm like,
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah, let's just do that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm some pretty smart, man. Like I'm not gonna do that and just be over here.
That's how that should be making me feel. I'm like, fuck. I'm
Like,
like, am I really smart or y'all just stuck in
for
being?
real, I'm like, I don't know, dude. It just like these scientists who say let's go to the moon, and I'm like, there's no air out there. Motherfuckers over there pulling out Bibles to correct me on something, but yet he's still
Psalm
he's
30.
he's still paying taxes and shit. I'm like, how you pulling the Bible out on my ass if you paying taxes, bro?
I
Like,
don't even see nothing in the Bible to say pay your taxes, but whatever.
yeah, it's just something else, bro. So yeah, but yeah, I had fun. You know, this is fun. I want to keep doing this. Having more conversations on things, more interactions, more comments or whatever, so we can I like to, which it's into this too is like I don't need it because I already know, but it does clarify me and of what I believe in, and I like to hear somebody tell me about their beliefs. I don't know how to say this, where like I'm like maybe I can take something from that and you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in
Just
and
constant learning all
yeah,
the time.
basically yeah,
Constant
I
growing.
like constantly growing basically, and yeah, so this is fun and I liked it. I was talking like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that yeah, homesteading, yeah. Was I say homesteading? Yeah, with the food too.
Yeah.
Grow your own food.
Yeah, we tried to grow our own food. We
Yeah,
did some
we
of
did,
it.
but I got sick.
Yeah, and then yeah, we
I
also
was,
got dogs, so it's
yeah, we
like
got dogs too now. But we only got the dogs because I had got sick. And then
yeah.
we were like, well, because I ain't doing the garden stuff, we might as well just get the dogs and shit. So, but we're
Yeah.
gonna cancel that out. Hopefully
Yeah.
sooner than later, but it's going to get done.
Yeah, we're working
Yeah, we're
towards
working towards that.
getting some land,
Yeah,
putting the
some
dogs on
land.
that.
Yeah, putting the dogs on land so they can have their puppies and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna let them have a litter and that's it. That's it. I don't know how I feel about neutering him or her. I don't like it. I just
Put them
wish
on collard green diet, they'll just do it themselves.
naturally just
Naturally
like
just stop.
birth controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, shit. Like we said, we looked up some of those things where they said when we're eating certain type of plants that control
GMO.
the birth, the
Oh yeah.
menstrual
Yeah, shit,
cycles.
there's lots of herbs that are meant for like
Yeah.
the
Huh, got
I
you.
don't know about meant for it, but they're good for the different prostate for the man and for
Yeah.
the
The
the not just menstrual but the
oh
woman's
shit.
uterine system and all that. So shit.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was crazy once we started looking on information about like herbs and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
love when we were doing that when we
Mhm.
started like checking out what herb is, and then you were like,
Yeah.
hey, mostly checking out the herb, but
Yeah.
I got my information from you, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's so cool. Like
Yeah.
hearing about like you said the whatever that flower was that would cause that to
The red
happen.
flower.
Yeah, would cause that to happen, and shit, the sea mosses and all that shit,
Hell
and
yeah.
yeah, and all these regular herbs. The only problem is like some of these herbs are fucking bitter, but it's something about it being bitter is
It's
what
mint.
it's meant to be, for us like that,
Mhm.
and it
Has
helps.
a reaction.
Yeah,
There's a
it
chemical type of reaction and
it makes
cleansing
it
or
makes
whatever it
your
is.
nucleus is like
Yeah.
fire up or some shit like
Yeah.
that, so it can cure itself on whatever um illnesses you
Yeah,
have. You
this
know what
is
I'm saying?
strategic.
So
Them taking that shit out
yeah,
for
so
whatever it
them,
is.
yeah, them getting rid of all those herbs and trying to keep these things that are like, what is it, banana, strawberries and shit, even the fruits that are actually really good for you, like
Should
blueberries
be good
and
for you.
should be good for you, these blueberries and
Watermelons.
watermelons and shit like this, but they're all fucking man-made products,
Mhm.
and they're all sugared. They're all
Mhm.
enhanced with more sugars in them, not in them, but they produce more sugars out of
Mhm.
them,
Yeah.
and they cause all these
They do all that
I'm
selective
gonna go
breeding
I'm
bullshit.
saying they cause all these
They cause cancers
defects. They
and
cause
shit.
these cancers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The foods look cancer
then you get some
consistency.
motherfuckers that are like, nah, it's not, and what I'm saying, I'm just saying though, but you tell me, I'm like that motherfucker, and seeing some of these studies, you know what
I
I'm
was about to
saying?
say, look at the
Yeah,
study
and
and
seeing
shit.
some of these studies, but then you got motherfuckers that got their own studies, so that's why I'm like, it's whatever, dude. You see what I'm saying? But like, all I know is that I sit there and I tell you, show me the fruit that they fucking modified from, show me that fruit, show me that fruit, and
Mhm.
then check the pH levels on that to the pH
Mhm.
levels in this shit. See
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is or whatever the words or the, you know what I'm saying, but here it is right here. this original plantain banana.
Yeah.
Now check the pH and check the health in that, and then I don't give a fuck if you tell me this is more healthier. You don't even know the long terms in the future.
Mhm.
You don't know the long terms, but we know this motherfucker is because it's been doing this the whole time we've been here. So
Yep.
why even modify? You don't break, you don't fix what's not broken, bro.
Mhm.
So, and they did that so they can mass produce shit. You know what I'm saying? Or have more of whatever it is. Avocados got too big of a seed, then we gonna fucking, because we want to serve this to all the masses and make more money off of this stuff,
Make
then
it
we're
seem
gonna go
smaller.
ahead and make the seed smaller, get rid of the fucking seed, and then fucking just have nothing but the meat.
Mhm.
Have the meat, and then the meat don't even have the nutrients no more in it. So that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's why homesteading is a lot more better.
Yeah, you sit there and you grow your own food, still not what you need to do, like foraging and roaming, eating wild foods that are natural. But shit, it's I always say it's the next best thing, and
Yeah.
it's a path, just a continuous path all the time. It's a path. It's a cycle. It never stops. It's a path to the next, the most optimal level. That don't mean pyramid type shit. That
Yeah,
just means linear. Like
you're not done yet.
go
That's what I'm
like
saying.
this.
I'm saying you're
Yeah,
not done
it's
yet. It's
continuous.
not done. You're not done yet. You get to homesteading your own land and shit like
Yeah,
that. You're not done yet.
you
You
still.
need to get to leave that property alone and just start walking and shit and start foraging and then be naked, dog. Like this fucking weird to even say that. You know what I'm saying?
But it's true.
But it's like that's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
if for the lack of better word, I mean you tell me who said these words, but it basically go be a savage. And I'm
Mhm.
not talking about no fucking murdering whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? No, you go out there like a lion and you eat what you supposed to eat. You don't go fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't call a lion a murderer.
Mhm.
Like that doesn't make no sense. Yeah, you sound stupid saying that a fucking lion murdered a fucking another lion, another alpha male lion.
Mhm.
No, they're fighting for territory. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
And
that,
you
but
know,
that's
it's
them.
funny
But
because
that's them. But
and they
that's
don't
them.
fully
And they
recognize it.
don't. No,
Oh,
some
say
most.
say lion
Yeah.
eating a zebra, and you call that murder?
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. But still though, but even so, like a lion, like if two lions come competitive to each other,
Yeah, they're
most of the time
competitive.
they don't even like in each other. They just end up like walking away from it.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
this is
saying?
what we do
Two
to
wildebeests,
yeah.
two elephants. They like, what's up? Bam, bam, bam. And then like, all right, bro, you good. Now
Yeah.
it's like, nah, I got nine. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Everybody right here dead. Ba ba ba. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
Like
It
it's.
look like we the ones who not living in
I
sync with
say we the
nature.
ones savage right now. The way we live, animals are looking at us like y'all savages.
Hell yeah.
Y'all savages. Y'all polluting. Y'all fucking. I'm trying to eat my shit here and this shit is fucking tasting like battery water.
Mhm. You getting water?
Yeah.
Can you give me some?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
I'm about to go to the restroom.
Okay, well shoot, let me take a break. Yeah.
Oh, turn the camera off.
Yeah, let me go ahead and take a break. Maybe this might be the end right here, but I'm gonna take a break and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta take up his break too.
And turn the air off, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's cold. What are y'all doing? Running around and stuff.
That national qualifier in Detroit, that was a rough tournament for a lot of people. You took a loss in that tournament. When you took that loss, did that change anything for you mentally? Like, is that when you said, "I'm turning pro, man. I can't do this no more," or like what happened? Because you were supposed to, you were on Team USA, and you were supposed to went to Germany and you didn't go. Did something change when you took that loss at the qualifier? Like mentally, did it do something to you where you said, "Man, I'm finished with this," or
No, nothing like that. Something happened mentally. I just got more focused
right,
and more hungry.
right,
But I felt like I had been winning for so long, I forgot
yeah,
what like
yep,
that
Yeah.
felt like, and that just it put a different hunger inside of me, and then I just kept working hard. And with the situation with the tournament, I was supposed to go. Literally, like the day I was gonna get on the plane,
yeah.
Floyd called me. He was like, "Nah, don't go. We're gonna turn you pro right now." And I was like, "All right, bet."
That national qualifier in Detroit, that was a rough tournament for a lot of people. You took a loss in that tournament. When you took that loss, did that change anything for you mentally? Like, is that when you said, "I'm turning pro, man. I can't do this no more," or like what happened? Because you were supposed to, you were on Team USA, and you were supposed to went to Germany and you didn't go. Did something change when you took that loss at the qualifier? Like mentally, did it do something to you where you said, "Man, I'm finished with this," or
No, nothing like that. Something happened mentally. I just got more focused
right,
and more hungry.
right,
But I felt like I had been winning for so long, I forgot
yeah,
what like
yep,
that
Yeah.
felt like, and that just it put a different hunger inside of me, and then I just
Shit, if
kept working
fucking
hard. And
if
with the
that
situation with
happens,
the
if Mayweather
tournament,
fights him just
I
because
was
of how
supposed
I
to go.
described that first
Literally,
when I
like the
seen that, I'm
day
like,
I was
man, I
gonna
ain't
get on the
watching that
plane,
shit. You know what
yeah.
I'm
Floyd
saying?
called me. He was
Yeah.
like, "Nah, don't
I
go.
was
We're
like,
gonna
I ain't
turn you
watching
pro
that
right
shit.
now." And I
But
was like, "All right,
I'm gonna
bet."
watch that shit.
That national qualifier in Detroit, that was a rough tournament
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
What's
You
it
took a
say?
loss in that tournament. When you took that loss,
I
did
don't
that
even think I
change
had a
anything
hesitation.
for
I
you
said that,
mentally?
but I don't think
Like,
I
is
had a
that when you
hesitation. I was
said,
like,
Yeah.
"I'm
oh,
turning
look,
pro,
there it
man.
is.
I
It's gonna
can't do
happen.
this no
You know what I'm
more,"
saying?
or like
But
what
in the
happened?
degree
Because
that
you
I
were
don't
supposed
know
to,
if he's gonna
you
win
went,
or not,
you
I
were on
didn't
Team
know
USA,
to look at, how to look at that.
and you were supposed to
You know
went
what
to
I'm saying?
Germany and you didn't
But
go.
talking about it now, I'm
Did
like,
something change
yeah, if he's
when you
just
when you
doing
took
what
that
he's
loss at
always
the
been
qualifier?
doing,
Like mentally,
and he
did it
fucking
do
just already
something to
built
you
up
where you
weight,
said, "Man,
and
I'm finished with this,"
normalcy,
or
he's been like that longer
No,
than Crawford's
nothing
been
like that.
like that. Because
Something
Crawford
happened
just
mentally.
started
I
building
just
up
got more
muscles and shit,
focused
and
right,
and
it's
more
not even
hungry.
at
right,
comfortable
But
at
I
that
felt
weight.
like
You know what I'm saying?
I had been
So
winning
I
for
don't
so
know.
long, I forgot
yeah,
what like
yep,
that
Yeah.
felt
I
like,
say
and
he.
that just
I would
it
say
put a different hunger
out
inside
of
of me, and
anybody
then
that Mayweather's ever
I
fought, I
just
think Crawford has a
kept
better
working
chance,
hard.
and
And with the situation with
not
the
because he's
tournament,
old,
I
not
was
because
supposed to
he's old
go.
either.
Literally,
Like,
like the
because I'm
day
not
I
gonna
was
sit
gonna
there
get
and
on the
say
plane,
if
yeah.
they
Floyd
do
called me. He
fight
was like,
and
"Nah,
Crawford
don't go. We're
loses,
gonna
I
turn
mean
you pro
Crawford
right
wins,
now."
I'm not gonna sit
And
there
I
and
was
say
like, "All right,
because he
bet."
was old.
You wouldn't
That
even be
national
interested
qualifier
in
in
the fight if
Detroit,
you thought that
that
was
was a
Yep.
rough tournament
Yep.
the
for a
fair
lot of
Mhm.
fight.
people. You
Yep.
took a loss in
I'll
that
be like, this is
tournament.
just a
When you
game.
took that loss, did
But
that
no,
change anything for
I
you
believe
mentally?
if he fights
Like, is
Mayweather
that
right
when
now,
you said, "I'm turning pro, man. I
it's still
can't
a
do
fair
this no more,"
competition,
or
and I
like what
believe
happened?
Mayweather.
Because you were supposed to,
I
you were
believe
on
Mayweather
Team
will do the.
USA,
I'm gonna go ahead and say
and
it.
you were
Ah!
supposed to went to Germany and you didn't go.
There it
Did
is.
something
There's your
change
bet.
If I
when
get so
you
big right now, I
took
get real
that
big
loss
right
at the
now, and they put me
qualifier?
in
Like
front of Crawford,
mentally,
I'll say
did
it
it
just
do
say too.
something to
Like,
you where
yeah, I
you said,
believe it.
"Man,
'Cause I
I'm
always been a
finished with
Mayweather
this," or
fan.
Yeah.
His
No,
style's
nothing like
badass,
that. Something happened
and I like
mentally. I
Crawford
just
style
got
too, because
more
I'm a Crawford
focused
right,
style.
and more
If you
hungry.
look at
right,
But I
how I
felt
be
like I
working
had
out
been
on the
winning
bag
for
and shit
so
like
long,
that,
I
and how I
forgot
yeah,
fight
what like
Yeah.
yep,
that
in
felt
the
like, and
street,
that
you know
just
what I'm saying?
it put
Yeah.
a
I
different
fought like
hunger
that. I
inside of
fought
me,
from my
and then
left to my right.
I
I would
just
switch.
kept
I
working
switched the
hard. And
stance
with the
that it depend.
situation with the tournament, I was supposed to
It
go. Literally, like the
that
day I was
that
What it
gonna
I
get on
called
the
for.
what
plane,
it
yeah.
called
Floyd
for. If
called me.
I'm
He
in
was
this,
like,
then
"Nah, don't
I'm
go.
gonna
We're
fight
gonna
like
turn you
that in
pro
that
right
stance. You
now."
know what I'm saying?
And I was like,
But
"All right,
truly,
bet."
That national qualifier in Detroit,
now
that was a rough tournament
I'm
for a lot of
orthodox.
people.
I'm right.
You took a
I'm
loss in that
orthodox. I
tournament.
say
When you
right hand
took that
side.
loss, did
You know what
that
I'm saying?
change anything
Yeah.
for
But
you
before, as a
mentally?
karate
Like, is that when you said,
enthusiast, I
"I'm
like to
turning
do
pro, man. I
karate.
can't do this
I
no
went
more,"
to
or
I
like
was a
what
left
happened? Because you were
a
supposed to,
southpaw,
you
because
were
I
on
would use
Team
my right
USA,
leg as my strength.
and you
And
were
then
supposed to
when
went
I
to Germany
realized
and you
that's what
didn't
that
go.
was,
Did
then
something
I
change
practiced
when
hard with my
you
left
took
hand
that loss at
being
the
on
qualifier? Like
the right side,
mentally,
so I would
did it do
practice
something to you where you said,
orthodox.
"Man, I'm finished with
So,
this," or
but Crawford's, I like
No,
Crawford style.
nothing like that.
And Mayweather does
Something
it, but he
happened
doesn't do it
mentally. I
as
just
much.
got
He
more
doesn't do it as
focused
right,
cleaner
and more hungry.
right,
But I felt like
as
I
Crawford
had been
does it,
winning for
because
so
you don't see
long,
Mayweather
I
doing
forgot
yeah,
what like
the
yep,
that
Yeah.
shoulder,
felt like, and that
lifting the
just
shells
it it put a different hunger inside of me, and then I just kept working hard. And with the situation with the tournament,
You won't catch him.
I was supposed to go. Literally, like the day I was gonna
But
get
he
on the
will
plane,
fight.
Yeah.
Floyd called me and
Left
was
hand too
like,
if he needed to.
"Nah, don't go. We're gonna turn you pro right now." And I was like, "All right, bet."
That national qualifying Detroit.
But I just
That was a
think
rough
that
tournament for a lot of people.
Mayweather's style
You
would-
took a loss in that
would
tournament.
beat
When
that.
you took that loss, did that change anything for you mentally? Like, is that when you said, I'm turning pro, man, I can't do this no more? Or like what happened? Because you were supposed to,
As a YouTuber that's trying to get monetized in the next year, what are some tips for views and growth? Remix other people's shorts will get you there very quickly.
Right, because it helps you and it helps them because it gives their short publicity and it also helps you get your watch hours.
As a YouTuber that's trying to get monetized in the next year, what are some tips for views and growth? Remix other people's shorts will get you there very quickly.
You, YouTube.
Right, because it helps you and it helps them.
If you're a small content creator, use this sound to gain at least 100.
No way. You found my...
Yeah. I think as human beings...
I don't know if they copyrighted me for it. Let me see if they copyrighted me for that, for one of the live videos. No, look. So it seems like I can scroll, huh? Yeah. Because I was worried about even with the scrolling, they would like copyright me for it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 2 copyrights right here.
And that was today.
This is the one too. Look, this is the one where it has the.
Yeah, so they did copyright you.
Oh, they did then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bitch asses. But then no scrolling then.
Have you ever gotten a Snapchat from a girl?
Nope. Anyway, watch this.
Have you ever gotten a Snapchat from a girl?
Nope. Anyway, watch this.
Have you ever gotten a Snap?
Peter Parker with a pole, Peter Parker with a pole. I'm Peter Parker with a pole, Peter.
You know what's funny? I just washed these in a washing machine, which is a pain in the ass. Would that have cleaned them?
Yeah.
If they were
that's the main reason why the brady's got a bunch. Look, this how it comes right here. It's a concentrate.
As I'm being serious, this is the biggest pain in my ass. My shoes.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They get dirty all the time.
You gonna mix it with water now? All you
I don't drink anymore.
That's the good part about it.
Yes, it is.
You don't want to get dirty on it. But you want to use a little bit of cleaner than the rest of the water.
And I'll clean my shoes. I spray my shoes when they're dirty. Do what you just did. And I'm
That's
good.
what I'm saying.
You know what's funny? I just washed these in a washing machine, which is a pain in the ass. Would that have cleaned them?
Yeah.
If they were
that's the main reason why the brady's got a bunch. Look, this how.
In the thick of it? Is that it there?
Watch this.
Was that Bernard? Yeah. That's Bernard Tarver.
While Tarver is using his jab, instead of blocking it, Hopkins times it with his own left. As you can see, Tarver fires his jab, then Hopkins steps inside while lowering his head to slip the jab and counter with an overhand left. Now, watch the adjustment. Tarver uses his jab to bait Hopkins this time, but suddenly Hopkins rushes in, steps inside, then feints his left while lowering his head. You can see Tarver react. He steps back and throws an uppercut to counter him.
Ooh.
Hopkins steps to his right, creating a better angle, and counters with a right hand.
For real, that shit's badass when that happens, dog.
Watch this.
Show me the reason you have no money.
That shit's badass, dude.
How could someone
shit like that, it
age
just comes
just
together?
simply turned out $1 million
I didn't even know I
coming
did
from
that,
the
dog.
project?
If
If
a
stranger offer you $1
and
million,
he was
you
like,
never seen him before, you never talked to him before they give you $1 million, you don't think something coming?
I had that one viewer, and that viewer made me keep going. And each day and more, week 2, I started averaging 4.
The fastest and the best way to de-stress, to lower your level of stress in real time. And this is very important because life is stressful, right? Like, we can't control external events. And we hear all this stuff like meditate, vacation, massage, do all this stuff, but that's great. But what if you're stressed in the moment, right? You're about to give a talk, or you're in a difficult conversation, or the world seems to be spinning around you. The physiological sigh brings your level of stress down immediately, very quickly, and we all have the capacity to do it. And it's done the following way. It's a double inhale through the nose. The first one is a complete inhale till your lungs feel full, and then you sneak in a little bit more air as a second inhale, and then a long, slow exhale through the mouth until your lungs are completely empty. And I can tell you that 1 or 2 physiological sighs is the fastest and most complete way to calm yourself down in real time. The fastest and the best way to de-stress, to lower your level of stress in real time. And this is very important because life is stressful, right? Like we can't control external events. And we hear all this stuff like meditate, vacation.
And actually what
It's nice to hear your voice again. I've waited all day long, even wrote a song for you. It's strange the way you make me feel. With just a word or two, I'd like to do the same for you. It's nice to hear your voice again. I've waited all day long, even wrote a song for you. It's strange the way you make me feel. With just a word or two, I'd like to do the same for you. It's nice to hear your voice again.
It says
I've waited all day long, even wrote a song for you. It's strange the way you make me feel. With just a word or two, I'd like to do the same for you.
Yeah.
These are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, real healthy.
Got
Good.
a few ingredients. Just the.
It's nice to hear your voice again. I've
You don't want to see me.
Did you know that Frankenstein in Van Helsing was created almost entirely without CGI? It was a mix of heavy.
Mami, mi época de trabajar de lunes a sábado ha llegado a su fin.
Qué bueno, hijo, ya tenés dinero.
No, ahora me toca trabajar hasta los domingos. Mami.
You imagine that the empath, the one who has borne the pain of others for so long, will strike back with the same cruelty they have endured, but no resentful empaths do not raise the sword. Their revenge is stranger, deeper, far more unsettling. For when the empath finally awakens to resentment, they withdraw their gift. They stop carrying the burdens that were never theirs. They stop offering their light to those who consumed it without gratitude. And that withdrawal, that sudden absence of care, is felt like a death. The narcissist, the manipulator, the selfish soul who once drank endlessly from the empath's well, now discovers the well has run dry.
So it can look like he's
that is the revenge of the empath, not vengeance through violence, but vengeance through absence, where once they absorbed wounds, they now reflect them back, where once they gave.
The chances of you seeing this YouTube short are super rare. There's over 100 million.
Rock. I ain't like, there's no auto-tune too, bro.
I don't care what people think.
We gotta hear the bass.
Anymore. My body, my mind, my life, they belong to me. I've learned that trying to please everyone only kills your spirit. The truth is, people will always talk.
Who's rapping
Whether you win
it
or
after
lose,
that?
they'll find something to say.
Nobody believes in you. You lost.
Black,
You
there it
have
is.
to become
I was just thinking about that.
undeniable in your ability to contribute to where when the conversation comes up for the opportunities, your name's at the top of that
right now
list.
I wasn't liking
and that
it
can
already.
only come
If you do
all right,
this,
for the
this,
yeah,
and this, it'll target the shoulder.
Yeah, yeah, that's
more
what I'm saying,
emphasis
like,
on the lateral head. If you do this,
I'm not saying it sucks.
this, and this,
I'm not saying it sucks. I'm saying
it'll
like it's
target
not
the
mine.
shoulder
It
with more
wasn't enough
emphasis
for
on
me.
the
I can
front
see
head.
how
If you do
it might be.
this,
I just need to hear the bass first. Then you could probably put that somewhere. Of course.
That's what they said.
You're going to realize it one day that happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never
God's time, it's a blessing and a curse, because the curse is he give you a bunch of no's. The devil say yes fast. That's why a lot of people in the end up falling off. Because when God finally do give you that yes,
yes, sir,
it's for eternity.
And you're going to be prepared for it.
You're going to be prepared. That's God. The devil make you shine in the beginning and fall at the end. God's time, it's a
voice of man.
You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the
Copyright.
days when I was scared to touch you.
Yeah, that's copyright.
Don't let your learning lead to knowledge.
That wasn't a minute,
You'll become
right?
a fool. Let your learning lead to action. You can become
For sure, 30
wealthy.
seconds. They didn't have the
Now
30
here's the
seconds.
key to discipline. Start with the little disciplines, get excited over the little disciplines, and get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do, get right on those, discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle, and for the practice. So that when life...
Or frog getting cancer, which got cancer with all that chloroform and shit. Yeah, he fine, dude, right there.
Needs help, sir.
Oh, I got that. I got Resident Evil 6. I'm gonna try to get that one going too.
It'll work. Watch your head. Watch your head.
That's a 2-player game. Oh no, we don't. We gonna get it still? We did. I was thinking about it like this morning. I think it was. I was like, man, we can't get the game.
It'll work. It'll work. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Uh-oh. Well, they got Resident Evil 6. That's a 2-player game. Pretty sure we have enough. You want to get it? Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh, actually, huh? For Friday. See? You see how he's only one dude showing in the video, you see? You see? You see he's showing just one fight because it's just too much to show, you know, the type of fights that I have. They're too long. They do way There it is. Call of Duty. That was a sign. The COD gods is calling me.
When you've been through real adversity, failing at a sales call doesn't seem that bad, right? And that mindset is what separates people who grind once and burn out from people who can do it.
All girls are the same.
If you use this set,
who's that?
Girls are the same.
That's not him, man.
They're riding my brain.
Really different,
Love, I think I need change before
Juice,
I
that's
go
not Juicy,
insane. Love.
I never seen with glasses. Am I tripping, right? Yeah, so you might have worn glasses before, contacts now.
if you use this sound,
One of your biggest tests in life.
What would you think the Doomsday trailer shows?
Not much.
I don't fuck with this music, but it's good. Incubus, right? Yeah.
Sean has changed over the years with his mask.
When I was a little boy, the lifters said to me, gold medal Olympic, the lifters, Norbert Szymanski.
if you use this sound,
And I told her I don't discriminate. I love a neurodivergent. Don't
never let somebody
look this single loop.
This is how Minimap gave me this clean shot. I heard the shots while running, then used Minimap to find the source and aim.
Damn, why is he looking like that? He's saying he's not cheating?
Enemy UAV is online.
Is that what he's saying, or is that a hack?
This is how Minimap gave me this clean shot. I heard the shots while running. Then used Minimap to find the source and aimed.
Yeah, he's trying to tell you this is how I am. I'm not hacking.
Did you know another brick?
He's like, I seen him on the mini map, and he came right here, and I happened in which it can't happen.
I heard the shots while running.
But it's like,
Then
is that something you really need to post?
Find the source
you know
and
what I'm saying?
aimed.
But hey, he felt good about that one. Man, I'm about to show you some real. Yeah, that's it. Well, appreciate all those who joined the podcast.
Yeah, we hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, I hope so. And hope
if y'all have any questions or topics.
Yeah, well, I'll put another poll or something like that, and put or if y'all got some topics y'all want me to talk about, shit, that'd be cool. So yeah, appreciate it. Well, this one I'm gonna keep on. Yeah, but this one I'm changing.
All right.
I'm gonna leave the chairs right here.
Are you sure for gaming? You can push this, and I will sit on this off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know about that.
Okay.
Chair.
All right then.
About that chair and shit.
Yeah. All right then.
All right. Let me edit your tags.
Okay.
Title and description.
Should I turn off this one then? Should I turn off this one? Because if you're gonna change the tag on this, I don't want it to be different from the other one. You see what I'm saying? So I'll do that. Here, hit this. I hate this fucking microphone.
I wanna do 80%. What's taking so long? The fudge.
With what?
From the phone charging.
I'm trying to remember how I do this. This goes over here. This turns off.
Yeah. Okay. So X off of this and start over. Or should I do it from there, from the computer?
Yeah, X out of that. You can do it from the computer.
Yeah, because then you won't have to turn it.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. But this is recorded with the. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it live. Just change it right there. Yeah, just continue with it. Just do that one.
Make it big and give me another tab.
Oh no, wait. That's not
2 viewers. Hey, what's going on?
That was me.
Am I the other one?
No. It was somebody there. One person showed up, but they were there first.
What's up, bros and gals? Yeah, I'm one of them.
What was it?
I know for a fact the viewers are enjoying the show.
Yeah, if they seen it also.
No, there's 2 viewers on here. You said one's you, one's me. I know they enjoying it.
Oh yeah, they enjoyed it.
Pretty sure about
I think it's trash. Nah, I think it's just one viewer. Oh my god.